I have an idea! What if I share with you why I believe it's important to have multiple streams of income? Welcome to my channel. I'm Chanel with Save Sell Chanel. If you're new to my channel, this channel is dedicated to the different ways I save and sell one day at a time. By saving, I save time, money, and the environment, and by selling, I sell on e-commerce and local apps. So let's get into it. Before I go into other videos on different ways to make money to get into the selling portion, I really wanted to make this intro video to let you know why I strongly believe in making the time to make at least a second stream of income or as many streams of income as you can. And the reason being is that I'm gonna learn that lesson. I learned this lesson while I was in college. I was going to college in Houston and I was working multiple jobs, 3 to 4 jobs at a time, and I was just kept working. I felt that I was just barely making ends meet. I wasn't having a life. I was just going through the cycles. And you know how people tell you, like, well, that's just how life is. You just gotta work until you retire. And I said to myself one day, I was like, this can't be what life is about. It can't be about just constantly grinding and being miserable. You have to figure out a way to get out of this. So one day I said to myself, well, what are these multimillionaires and billionaires doing to allow themselves the financial freedom to do what they want? So I finally went on Google, went on YouTube, found a couple things, and the first one that really opened my eyes to challenging myself to make a different stream of income was Warren Buffett's different quotes from him. You may be familiar with them, and I'll share them with you if you haven't heard about them. Excellent tips by Warren Buffett. The first one is earning. Never depend on a single income. Make an investment to create a second source. On spending, if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell the things you need. On savings, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. On taking risk, never test the depth of the river with both feet. On investment, do not put all eggs in one basket. And on expectations, honesty is a very expensive gift. Do not expect it from cheap people. What really pushed me was the never depend on a single source, make investment to create a second source. When I was learning from that, I was like, well, I'm already working 3 jobs. I'm feeling miserable. What am I supposed to do? That's when I did more research. And then I saw his other quote that really caught my attention, which is, if you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now, I know that is a very tough and probably kind of serious quote, but until you think about it, really, is your income enough to be where you want to be in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? And then I thought to myself, what if I don't have the 10 years, 20 years, and 30 years? Life is really short. And a lot of things happened within my family that really pushed me to challenge myself to make those financial changes now, especially when I turned 29, I realized I was not where I wanted to be financially, and I really needed to make a change. So that's when I started doing more research and creating a second stream of income. And finally, and I get it, a lot of people are like, well, I don't have time to create a second stream of income. That's just not doable. But I really recommend, if you can use the power of the internet to really help you create another stream of income, it would allow you a lot more freedom, because no one wants to walk around with this cloud over their head thinking, well, what if I do lose my job? What if my spouse loses his or her job? Am I going to be able to survive? Do I need to wait and rely on that unemployment just to pay my bills? If you already have that second income stream helping you, if you have money that's easily accessible, it's going to help you tremendously to have a little bit more freedom to live the life you want to live. I know there have been many people giving a lot of financial advice, such as, if you get rid of all of your lattes and you get rid of all of your avocado toast, then maybe you can live this life. Well, what if you don't want to sacrifice your latte and, having a latte or an avocado toast is going to break the bank? But what if you have extra money coming in to supplement that lifestyle that you want? If you're making extra money on top of your base income, then you can have your latte, you can have your avocado toast. Don't let people tell you what to do. But of course, do what's right for you. I just want you to know that creating extra income will allow you to have more financial freedom. So I'm going to go over a couple options that you can have if you have a full-time job, how to use the power of e-commerce or any skills that you may have. And I have it in my notebook here. I'm going to share my little notes with you. The first one, I'm going to be making future videos on this. It's going to be utilizing e-commerce. You already know about them. Talk about them. You already know about them. They're Amazon, eBay, selling fashion on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and all of these other websites that I haven't personally used, but you probably know about them. We'll talk about them in future videos, but using e-commerce will really help you out in the end. If you're not familiar with eBay, eBay has an amazing global shipping program. I use it. I've sold things to people in Japan and the UK, and I use it a lot. And so typically my sales are overnight. So I'm constantly making sales 24 hours a day, or at least one sale a day. It's really important. That goes back to Warren Buffett's quote of, if you're not making money while you sleep, you will be working until you die. The other thing is developing a high income skill. Maybe you already have a high income skill, and that would be being a ballroom dancer, being a personal trainer, being a graphic designer, an accountant, being, you know, a virtual assistant, a freelancer, an editor. And I personally, my husband and I have used Fiverr, and we really love the results. I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but we really love the results from that website, so that's why I'm sharing it with you. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to create business for yourself and to maybe take things off of your plate so that you can create a second stream of income, so that you can combine your passion with making extra money. The next thing is, if you have the means to do it, if you have a rental property, if you have the finances, the credit, everything you need, maybe a rental property is for you. It's a more stable investment. Maybe it's important to you, and at the end of the day, it's something that's yours. That's just something else to think about. The next thing is going to be merch by Amazon. That does lead to e-commerce, but if you're a great graphic designer and you can go and post as many designs on merch by Amazon as you can, I feel like that is a great way for you to make money, considering that you don't have to pay for the shirts, you don't have to pay for the shipping, you just get royalties at the end, and you're combining your passion with making extra income. And then finally, you have affiliate marketing. If you're already on social media and you have a lot of following, but you're not making extra money on sharing the things that you already use on a day-to-day basis, maybe you can dive into Amazon, eBay, or Walmart's affiliate marketing programs and see if that could be another income stream for you. If you already have followers and you need extra money, why not utilize the strengths and the influence that you have to make another stream of income? So I want to challenge you. Leave it in the comment section below. I want to know what you think is going to be your second stream of income. Is it e-commerce? Is it utilizing your high income skill? Are you going to be locally a personal shopper? Are you going to teach lessons? I want to know. Leave it in the comment section below. Or maybe if you don't know what your high income skill is, maybe you need help, you can feel free to email me, safesellchanel@gmail.com, and I'll help guide you to see what your talents are and kind of what platform or what avenue you can take to make extra money. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below or email me personally on my Gmail account. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and then hit the bell icon to be notified of all my future videos. So until next time, I'll see you in my next video.